Okay, as you can see on the opening of the hood project, and this is where the air is going to come in, I ended up kind of playing around with dimensions, and I felt like a 10-inch wide by 4-inch, let's say 10 inches in X by 4 inches in Y, would be about the right size. The area of this opening is much more than the area of like a 100mm throttle body, and I'm only running I think it's just over 80mm throttle body and a 90, just a little bit over a 90mm mass air meter. So obviously the area of this is bigger. I mean, it's like 3 times bigger. So that should, that opening is plenty big enough to supply the motor with air. And then the next restriction to the motor would be the actual ductwork itself, and the ductwork actually has a little more area than the 90mm mass air meter, so there shouldn't be any restriction in there. I wanted to show it before I cut out the final panel. I used a 1-inch hole saw in the corners to create a 1/2-inch radius, or a 12.7mm radius. Then I'm going to use a abrasive cutoff. Works really good, and I'll connect the lines and get this opening out. But I did want a nice radius in here to hopefully prevent the hood from wanting to crack or anything, because it's not a sharp edge. So that's what I ended up doing. The distance from, let me back up just a little bit. The distance from the back of the hood to this line right here is 4 inches, or just over 100mm. So it'd be 101.6 millimeters. So that gives you a kind of an idea on where this is positioned to the back of the hood. So again, 4 inches, and then it's 4 inches in Y and 10 inches in X. So, and again, the radii are 1/2 inch or 12.7 millimeters. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that, and I will update you on some other stuff later.